Mount Blue TV Sports is brought to you by these generous sponsors. Origin USA, built to believe. Edward Jones Financial Advising. Franklin County Children's Task Force. Franklin Savings Bank. Literacy Volunteers of Franklin and Somerset Counties. Maine Health. Maine Retirement Annuities. The Rotary Club of Farmington. Skowhegan Savings Bank. Jocko Fuel. Hard work, clean fuel, no excuses.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caldwell Field here on the Mount Blue campus for tonight's broadcast between the visiting Cony Rams and our own Mount Blue Cougars. Guys, tonight Cony comes to town. High-powered offense. They like to score in the 40s and 50s pretty regularly. Our defense has played substantially better the first 2 weeks of this season as they have in the past. So I'm not going to say it's the big offense versus the big defense, but the key for Mount Blue is going to be able to stay in the game.
Absolutely. Watching Cony in their first 2 games against Brunswick and Messalonski. Now, given they're not the 2 powerhouses of the conference this year, but the way they did it, throwing the ball downfield vertically, Mount Blue is going to be tested heavily from both the corner position and the safety position, and they're really going to have to play at a high level tonight in order to keep this Cony offense out of the end zone.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Coach Galen. I think that Mount Blue's defensive backs have really not been tested so far. But the one thing that Mount Blue can do is put pressure on that quarterback with them front 3.
Absolutely, and that is a key. That is a key.
Guess I'm not a big fan of running to the middle of the field and stomping on the opponent's stuff. But Mount Blue offensively, they'll be looking for a spark tonight too. They've had moments where they're moving the ball down the field in small plays, looking for that chunk play to add with it. There's a couple of times last week they did have some people downfield. We couldn't get the ball to them. I'm sure Coach Collins has worked on that a lot this week, and hopefully we get a little spark here in the offense.
I think it's no secret that he wants to run the football. And the one way to slow down a high-powered offense is to keep them off the field. And the way to do that is ball control. And that's what the Cougars really would like to do tonight, is to control the game management by keeping the ball on the ground and out of Cony's hands.
It looks like up to this point, with a new coach, with a new system, Mount Blue is, we can call them young. I mean, there's some talent out there, but they haven't learned to win. You know, they can move the ball. They're strong kids. They're talented. Their technique has improved immensely from what we've seen the last 3-4 years. It's that learning to win. And they get that first one, and once they get it, once they taste it, I think then they're really going to be hungry.
Yeah, there's something definitely to be said about that.
Winning begets winning.
Winning cures everything.
Well, he gets numbers. Looking at Cony, we were looking earlier. Coach D and I were talking. It filled up an entire end zone with subs after they'd introduced that team. But we're going to pause for the national anthem, and we'll be right back.
I can't wait until we get another student that can sing the national anthem. That's always awesome.
Right, it's great when that happens. Tonight is also a big night here at the campus as it's MBHS football night. And I always like the night because you see 150 little football players running around. So at halftime, make sure you stay tuned at halftime and see the introductions that are going to happen as all the players from flag football up through the 8th grade will be announced.
And make no mistake about it, they're here to watch these kids who they idolize right now. I remember when I was in youth football watching the Joel Pomeroys and the legacy.
I remember Jordan Whitney coming down at one of the hand-to-hand camps.
Yeah.
At football and talking to the kids, and literally it was like Tom Brady was there for us as adults, as they were just staring at him going, that's Jordan Whitney. You know, so, I mean, it does matter, and character matters at the high school, and just in general, it's a fun experience for everything involved.
Well, it's a great program right from top to bottom.
So Mount Blue will receive the ball.
An opportunity to set the tone right now from the get-go and control the ball and keep that Cony offense off the field.
Right, our defense is on the sideline. That means Cony's offense isn't on the field.
That's right. A little bit of John already started over there.
I like it.
Well, you got to play with an edge.
That's it. That's it. People have to remember, football is a game that is played with there's no other way to put it. It's played with violence. And I mean you're under control, but you've got to have that edge. You've got to have that attitude.
Yeah, and I think there's a little bit of swagger for this young Mount Blue team they haven't seen for a little bit, and just talking to them, they're not scared.
They're
I
tough.
mean, this is.
They're
I'm
tough.
going to be perfectly honest. This is David versus Goliath type scenario.
Correct. And they're not afraid.
But they're not afraid at this point, and that's where it starts. So Cony is set to kick off, and number 87 is kicking for Cony.
Carter Meter back deep for the Cougars.
And it goes
It's going to
deep.
drift back to Meter at about the 15-yard line. He surges forward, makes first cut. Went to make a cut and slid down. The field's not in great condition.
No,
Not nobody's fault involved in that. Mechanical issues on watering, etc. And it's been dry. If you don't have water right now, you understand they definitely aren't putting it on a field.
the field is super hard right now, and that is for certain.
So Mount Blue will start their drive at their own 23.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Pistol formation. Inside handoff. And Dylan Gray is going to probably pick up 3.
Good push there by the left side of the Cougar offensive line, but as you saw, the Cony defense is pretty stout.
Yeah, they're big. They're big everywhere. So Harkins set in the backfield. Gray behind him. Cannon Smith, Meter, and Kuzno outside. Harkins with a fake, drops back to pass. Goes underneath looking for Cannon Smith. The ball's going to fall incomplete.
I think the pass was tipped by somebody in the line there. I think the defensive end may have knocked that down.
I felt that was a fair amount of time.
Oh, it was a
Well,
linebacker.
Yep, linebacker on the blitz.
Linebacker knocked it down.
delayed.
Cannon Smith was open, though.
Yeah, it was a
that-
quick slant with first down yardage, so the route was there. It's going to bring up a third and short 8, long 7 situation. Splits across the field. Harkins gets it. He's going to come out firing. He's going to hit Cannon Smith, but he's only going to pick up about 4, and he needed 7. It's going to bring up a 4th and 3 here for the Cougars.
Boy, it was a nice play, though. A quick out to Cannon Smith. Harkins gets rid of the ball. The cornerback was drifting back, gave him a cushion.
Fair time, good blocking.
Well,
Yep.
down in distance, he understood that. But a missed tackle, and you got a big play there. So
Right.
Oh, should have been 55 offsides.
Yeah, that should
there's
have been
going to be the
offsides.
punt by Meter. It's going to take a Mount Blue bounce. Dylan Gray is going to down it right at about the 39.
Wow. Number
That was-
6 almost touched that. Bryce Watson for Cony.
That's going to bring the Cony offense on the field.
Awful dangerous when you cut toward the ball like that when you're a defensive player on a punt.
That's the biggest decision that anybody makes in special teams. Do I play the ball or do I not?
Yeah, it is.
And you'll see it in the NFL where guys will run up and a coach is on the sideline screaming, "Why are you near it?" and they're still making a play on the ball.
They're on a mission.
It's hard to gear down when you've been taught
That's
your
right.
whole life to gear up. So Cony with trips left. Man in motion, quick inside pitch to number 3, Ethan Demmons.
Wrigley on the tackle.
And Matt
Beautiful
Wrigley
tackle.
pinches in,
Hey, those big
makes
four,
the tackle, brings up a 2nd and 8 here for Cony.
big four up front did a good job of getting to the heels and
Yes.
then working up down line of scrimmage.
Wrigley did a good job of staying home and not chasing. And when that pitch to Demmons came back, he was right there.
Another inside handoff. This time a different back.
I think
Number
that was
79.
Anderson Noyes on the carry for Cony.
They're going to pick up 3, and it's going to be 3rd and 5 here.
Sam Ratcliffe paid
Cony.
that well, shed his block and got his hands in there for a tackle.
And
We're
here-
ready for Sam to get excited and play.
Yeah.
Here it is.
It's a big spot here for Mount Blue. Ball's fumbled around. It still winds up an inside handoff. He's going to be
He capped that.
a nice fake. And
That was-
Packamoran keeps the ball, goes the opposite direction, and picks up about 9 yards, and that'll be first down yardage for Cony.
I think that was a busted play, to be honest
was.
with you.
It was a busted play. And Mount Blue's defensive
Busted
end
play.
crashed on that.
Busted play.
There's a group of them. Thomas Farmer underneath there holding on for dear life so they could wrangle him down. But that ball at Mount Blue 46. There's going to be a shot downfield, and he's going to be wide open, and Ethan Demmons is going to run into the end zone. It'll be a 46-yard touchdown from Morin to Demmons, and we talked about that earlier. Or just a little wheel route, he's gone.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, this is what they've done all season long. They're going to go over the top. And they were struggling to run the ball, so they're going to throw it.
So an extra point attempt for Cony. And it's up and good. And with 9:06 here in the first quarter, Cony jumps out to a 7-0 lead. So Mount Blue has to be methodic here. Get some points on the board, but we don't have that long vertical passing game like
Correct.
that.
We're ground and pound. And it's time to – we got to ground and pound now. We can't keep 3 and out.
Yeah.
Series, I didn't see anywhere where they'd actually lost any of
Right.
those 3 plays.
So meter deep. Kick last time went to him at about the 15. It's going to get the 14-yard line. Meter's going to start upfield. Makes a nice cut, but gets dragged down from behind. And Anderson St. On play on the open field. And Mount Blue's going to have the ball at the 21-yard line here with 9 minutes on the clock in the first quarter. Both in the backfield, splits to the right. Reed Kuzno gets the ball. He's going to rush forward, and he's going to pick up a couple here for the Cougars. Mount Blue splits to the left. Harkins takes the snap. Dylan Gray inside handoff. And he's going to be bottled up up about a yard. And it's going to be 3rd and 7 here for the Cougars.
Right, they're following the ball, really doing an excellent job. You know, you got to give them their credit.
Yeah,
They good team.
They know it's going to be a run. They don't even care about the pass.
Yeah, they sell out for the run.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the blitz is coming
Blitz
here.
is coming. Harkins is back, and the ball's 4th and 7 punt situation for the Cougars. You saw Harkins was looking. He was trying to hit that first down stick and get it to Meter right at the mark.
Yeah.
If you're enjoying tonight's broadcast, you too can help support Mount. Watching on our internet channel, click the donate button, and you can make a one-time donation of any amount. Or you can go to mountbluetv.org and click on donations to make a contribution there. We appreciate any support to help us continue to bring viewers like you quality coverage of community events.
The sponsors tonight, we have Origin, USA, Jocko Fuel, Edward Jones, Franklin County Children's Task Force, Franklin Savings Bank, Literacy Volunteers, Maine Health, Maine Retirement Annuities, Rotary Club, and Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Thank you all
So
very
Meter
much.
takes the punt is off. It's going to bounce again. They are going to field it this time at the 39. And Cooper Clark rushes up the right sideline, brings it out to the 49, so a return of 10. And the Cougars defense goes back on the field. Carter Meade has that knack of that ball rolling forward when he punts.
Yeah, that was actually a low line drive, but the bounce.
I don't care if it goes 12 yards downfield
as long as
in
it
the
keeps
air,
going.
as long as it keeps going after that.
Keep going.
So Cony in a pistol formation. Inside handoff to 21. Anderson Noy's going to rush forward. Joey Hayden,
Sam Ratcliffe.
Sam Ratcliffe. And Emmett Bailey in on that. And that's going to be a gain of 3.5. We're going to bring up 2nd and a long 6.
And look at those linebackers. We got a junior and 2 sophomores starting at linebacker for the Cougars.
Raymond goes in motion, sets on the other side. There's an outside run for St. Ange, and he's going to split the defense and rush down the sideline, and he's going to be gone. So a 47-yard rushing touchdown. Cony opens with a 46-yard passing touchdown, now 47-yard rushing touchdown.
And
that boy got wheels.
It was the up front blocking that broke that through, though. They created a seam, and St. Ange just went through the seam and was gone. The one thing you cannot teach is speed.
No, but you can teach the line of scrimmage to be dominant.
Correct.
On an offensive line, and that group is just leaving it wide open.
Hits the upright.
Kick
Rejection.
hits the upright, and
Well,
it's no good.
There's the start of the comeback
6:46
right
in the
there, boys.
first. 13-0 Cony. And time for Mount Blue to regroup a little bit. And there's a physical difference up front. So Mount Blue's got to figure out what they're going to do. The tough thing is you just can't drop into a 5-man front.
Right.
Because they can throw the football.
Throw the ball. Yeah.
We talked earlier, they're a juggernaut. We got to see Freiburg last weekend, get to see Cony tonight, and those are two of the premium teams.
There's no rest for the weary. No
that's
rest
for sure.
for the weary. Every week's a learning week, though. I mean, the key is to keep getting better, keep getting better.
Even personally better.
So Cony is set to kick off. This time it goes to the left side of the field to Carter Meter, who's going to pick the ball up at the 17. And they're immediately on him at about the 21.
Yeah. It's awful hard if you fumble or don't cleanly field that kick. They are too fast, and they're going to close in on you too quickly.
Yeah, they definitely fly to the football.
That extra second looking up to see where they are when you get in the ball, definitely.
This team's already there.
Yeah. Not a fun feeling, I bet.
So Mount Blue comes out in the modified pistol. Deuce is right. Quick inside handoff.
There's downhill right there. That was hard running.
And Dylan Gray is going to pick up about 2. Bring up a 2nd and 8. Gary Lee Harkins carries the play in. Another quick handoff, and he's going to be brought down immediately.
Pressure from the edge comes in, and Dylan Gray.
They're just pinching down.
Yeah, for a split second there was a seam, but they closed it so quickly. That little high snap just delayed them long enough.
They see the ball better. Can pick it out where it's going.
So 3rd and 7 here for the Cougars. Harkin gets the snap, fakes the inside handoff. Rushing around, he's going to be brought down for a loss of about 3, and it's going to be a 3 and out again for the Cougars.
And he really had no time.
No
the
time.
Defensive end, right defensive end for left defensive end, came straight through, and
Then
he
Diesel
never had a
Cox came
chance.
in and cleaned it up for Cony. Mount Blue's back to punt again. Meter gets the snap. There's a kick, and it might have been touched.
It was.
Dylan Gray is going to down it at the 49.
And right now it doesn't help the Cougars that Cony is starting every drive at midfield. So
Absolutely. Though the last 2 scores were good from 99 yards, so.
valid point.
But so we'll see what Mount Blue has in the bag here as Cony takes over with 4:44 in the first quarter, leading 13-0.
Need some adjustments inside out, inside out.
Hankey's wide side out on the left. That's one of Morin's favorite targets. Instead, he's going to swing the ball across to Cooper Clark. And Clark's going to pick up out at 3. There
Flag
is
down.
dirty laundry on the
Dirty
field.
laundry.
Lateral pass. Gains about 1, but there's a flag on the play.
Matt Wrigley involved in the tackle.
It's a holding area.
There it is.
It's a holding
it
call
is.
on Cony.
Going, he's going to back him up.
And the problem with that is that pass behind the line of scrimmage, you're asking that wide receiver who's not used to blocking to stock block right away and
Right, and make a seal block.
make a seal block. So if he gets that arm extended at all, it's going to be holding.
Yeah, you're right on the outside, too. It's right, literally right in front of the line
Correct.
official.
There's nowhere to hide.
Bring up 1st and 20.
So Cony 1st and 20. Ball back at the 39. Shotgun, they got a streaker down both sides. And that's going to be
Demons again.
more into Demons again, this time
I think they
for a
practiced
61-yarder. They just went with a double go. They had one on each side of the field and just gonzo.
He's got
And,
2 catches over 100 yards.
They did a switch there, and the linebacker Davis was actually trying to cover Demons.
Well, I see they brought Farmer off
So
the field
set for the
that
extra
one play.
point. The kick is up and no good. And with 4:12 here in the first quarter, Cony races out to a 19-0 lead at Caldwell Field.
So they did the crisscross. There was no flare. They sent everybody, but that crisscross left a linebacker covering that inside receiver, and
Yeah, then Henke on the other side doing the same thing.
And he just
a
didn't have
double
the
go
speed.
route. And that's, you don't want to make young. We keep talking about Mount Blue being young. You got a pair of sophomore cornerbacks.
correct.
They're going to get beat on the go route because they're so worried about having to come up to make the play. And when you're hip to hip, you're even, they're leaving. It's beyond them. But like you say, learn every day.
Learn every day.
Learn every day. But we need to be able to move the football a little bit here.
Yeah.
We have had 3 straight 3-and-outs, and they've scored on all their possessions. So
Within 3 plays.
got to move the football a little bit here. So we'll see what Mount Blue pulls into their bag of tricks.
Number 5, Gardner deep to return.
Kickoff deep to Meter. He's going to field it at the 11. Rush forward. He comes out to the 20, 24. They may give him the 25 on the mark, and it's going to be first down Cougars.
Brought down by number 6, Bryce Watson. It's going to make it 1st and 10 from about the 20.
Yeah, somebody's got to pick up those first. When you're blocking on special teams, you cannot let an off-color jersey go
No.
by you. You've got to chip them. You've got to do something.
And Watson, all 3 times they've kicked, Watson has flown to the football.
Straight
He's
through.
the first one there. And so 4:04 here in the first quarter. Harkin's going to keep it himself. Tries to make a
Carter
move,
Meter,
and he's just
Carter
going to be.
Meter back there.
Oh, it is Meter. And he's just going to be dragged down.
Keeps balled up and brought down in the backfield.
And I don't know how they didn't get called for illegal procedure because everybody in the backfield was moving when the ball was snapped.
So a loss of 4 on the play brings up a 2nd and 14 for the Cougars. Fake handoff. Harkins comes back. He's going to throw it. And he was looking for Roman Galkowski coming across just in front of the first down marker and just out of reach of Galkowski.
Well-designed play with the pressure that they got coming on. That's a good play call.
Had the receiver open. Cannon short. And Galkowski behind him.
Yeah, you got to keep stride on those pass routes.
So 3rd and 14 here for the Cougars.
That was a good-looking play, though. Well-designed, like you said.
Yeah, it was well-designed for the pressure that they,
I like
Reed
that.
Cousineau in the backfield.
That bootleg slows down that pass rush just a little bit.
Galkowski on a quick hitter. Turns around. He's going to rush forward. He's going to pick up about 6. But they needed 13, so it's going to bring up another 4th down here.
6 or 7 is going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Coney's just got Mount Blue's number right now.
And Meter's back to kick again. This time he's got another one. It bounces and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 36.
This will be the worst starting field position for Cony,
Right,
and it's their own 36.
right. Their own 36-yard line, and that's by far their worst position. 10 yards clean of their first worst position. So 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Coney's staked out a 19-0 lead here.
Yeah, we were hoping Mount Blue's going to survive that first onslaught, but it's still coming. We need to stop to. One good stop. Come on.
There's a quick little screen to the outside. St. Ange is going to take a cut inside, race down the sideline. Cannon Smith's going to finally knock him out, but he's going to pick up 25 first. Races down to the Mount Blue 46. It's going to be first down Coney from Mount Blue's 46.
This is just a veteran team. They are doing everything right. Like, you're hoping they make a mistake, or something, but this team right here is demonstrating why they're, you know, a preseason favorite.
Back to pass. Streak down the other side. It's going to be wide open again. And that's Henke running down the sideline, and he's going to pick up his first touchdown.
Ben Henke with the touchdown.
And a 46-yarder.
It's not fun being on the receiving end of this.
Well, and they were even. A 26-0 lead with 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. So when you get in this situation, start working on stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's at this point, obviously you never want to give up, but at this point you're saying to yourself, what can we do? What can we work on? What do we need to do? What can we make this a learning experience on?
We're not going to get fancy. No trickeration.
Yeah. Cony's too quick for trickeration.
Yeah. I bet they could find yourself one of them salmon in that Temple stream.
Pretty soon there's not going to be water in the Temple Trickle.
So Carter Meter back deep again. This time Cannon Smith's going to field it.
He put
He
his
had his
knee
knee
down.
down when he caught it with his knee down, so the ball comes to a
Just
dead
young.
stop right there, and Mount Blue will take over at the 13.
Yeah, that's a young player mistake. You got to
Yeah,
come up to catch the ball.
Yeah, it's a tough thing. You wanna make this catch, and the safest way to make that catch, you take that knee because the ball's low. But you got to understand, you catch that ball, you're on your knee, the play's dead.
Right.
You don't have to be touched to be down. If you give yourself up and put a knee on the ground, you're done. So Mount Blue, there's a pre-snap penalty here. We'll see what it is.
It's going to be a neutral zone infraction against Cony.
They are.
So
positive
Cony
yards.
jumped in the neutral zone.
First and 5 from about the 18-yard line.
Well, now
So
they've
let's
got
use that to get a first down.
absolutely one play
Start
at a
somewhere.
time.
Reed Kuzno gets the handoff, and he's going to rush forward and plow ahead. And he's going to pick up about 4. And it's going to be, they're going to give him first down yardage as he made it right to the sticks. So first down, Mount Blue.
And that's it. It's a building block. You got a first
it
down.
starts.
Now get another one.
If 2's fun, you might as well get 3.
Give me 4 yards.
Hawkins hands the ball off. And Reed Kuzno
Running
pounds forward,
hard.
and he picks up about 8-yard gain here, and it brings up a 2nd and 2.
Hey, that should spark that line, too, to start laying down
Yeah, a
some good
little
hits.
bit of success. They say, hey, we've done it
Hey,
once,
hey,
we
we
can
can
do it
do it.
again.
They know they can move the ball.
So 2nd and 2 with 1 minute and 6 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. Joey Ratcliffe out here on the near side. Hand off to Kuzno. He's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. And Reed's not going to pick up much there. In fact, they're going to mark him as losing a yard. Bring up 3rd and a long yard here. 33 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they get a play off before the quarter ends.
Tackled by 79, Bowie Jones.
They're going to get one off here. Gary has Reed Kuzno behind him. Hand off to Kuzno. He makes a cut, and he's going to be stopped short. So they're going to mark him down as losing one. That's going to be the end of the quarter. We'll be back to Caldwell Field shortly.
Mount Blue TV Sports is brought to you by these generous sponsors. Origin USA, built to believe. Edward Jones Financial Advising. Franklin County Children's Task Force. Franklin Savings Bank. Literacy Volunteers of Franklin and Somerset Counties. Maine Health. Maine Retirement Annuities. The Rotary Club of Farmington. Skowhegan Savings Bank. Jocko Fuel. Hard work, clean fuel, no excuses.
So back here at Caldwell Field, it's 4th and 2 in a punt formation. It goes off the side of Meter's foot, and that's going to immediately go out of bounds. And Cony's going to take over at Mount Blue's 39. They're not going to know what to do if they can't do a 40 or 50 or 60-yard touchdown. So maybe that was all part of the plan.
Could have been the grand plan. We'll see.
It's the old proverbial, when it rains, it pours. And right now we're in the middle of a thunderstorm.
Category 5, hurricane.
So Cony comes up to the line of scrimmage. Moore into the backfield, takes the snap, inside, quick handoff, St. Ange. He's going to run through a couple of defenders and bust forward for about 11 and first down yardage.
But you see how fast he hits the line of scrimmage. He one look and he goes. He's not slowing down. He's just hitting it at 100 miles an hour.
He's Dylan Gray in on the tackle. Brings up a 1st and 10 at Mount Blue's 26. Quick throw inside. Henke's going to make one-man miss. Bailey's going to bring him down. But that's another first down. And we talked pregame about Cony just puts up explosive offensive numbers. They're showing us tonight how they do it. Running, passing, whatever you want to do. Quick inside to St. Ange. Host of Cougars led with Dylan Gray and Joey Hayden. Stop him after about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, Reed Cousineau, I think, made the initial contact there from the defensive end slot.
And 2nd and 6 with 10:41 here. And a running clock. Ball on the Mount Blue 8. Happy rolls, throws to the backside of the end zone. It's going to fall incomplete.
All right, I'm back. I ran down, yelled out my special play I needed run. We'll see what happens.
All right. And you see Morin rolling there. His decisions before the Henke's going to get in the end zone on a little out route. Caught it and turned around. He's a lanky receiver, tall young man. If he catches it at the 3-yard line, he's in the end zone just reaching. So Cony goes across the goal line again, making it 32-0, pending the extra point. 10-18 in the second quarter.
I believe he's listed at 6'4".
That's an understatement.
He's all of that. It's one thing to be tall. It's another thing to be tall and athletic. And he definitely is both of them. Ball is down. The kick's off to the right. No good. So it remains 32-0.
This is it. Second half.
So Mount Blue Hey, learn again. They
Hey,
got a
we-
first down last time.
Yep.
Let's try for 2 this time.
We saw a little life there. Let's see if that. Let's see. We need to just keep making plays. So
One play at a time. 3 yards. 3 yards. 3 positive yards.
So meter back deep. Kick coming. This time it's a little bit shorter. Kuzno's going to catch it in the middle of the field. And Reed Kuzno's going to rush forward for about 5 or 6. Mountain Blue's going to take over at their own 29-yard line.
Ian Lascelle on the tackle for Cony, just a textbook tackle. Right, looking right at his waist, drives his shoulder in the midsection and takes him down.
It's going to bring a first down for your Cougars. 1st and 10 at their own.
So Mountain Blue at their own 28-yard line here. Snap Harkins, quick throw outside, and it bounced off meter.
That was
and it was caught. And you watch the ball bounce off meter's back,
We call that the bounce
and
pass.
Cannon Smith then picks the ball up in the air, makes the catch, rushes down the left sideline, and picks up about 7 yards.
I'd tell him Monday when I got to school I planned that.
Yeah, that's recess. You'll go around the oak tree. I'll hit you
Yep.
off your back.
Yep. It's a new style of hook and ladder.
That is a different type of hook and ladder, for sure.
I said there was no trickeration. I was wrong.
So quick handoff inside. Kuzno has trouble keeping his feet. He's going to get positive yardage, but maybe picking up about a yard.
He did good by doing
Cony
that.
has stymied that offensive line. They're standing everything up, and not a lot of lanes right now for Cougar runners.
They're just so fast off the ball. Cony is just top to bottom, even their big guys. It's speed, speed.
And they have some big guys up front.
With
There's
the
not a
field
lot of
being
170-pounders up
with,
front.
with the field being so dry, there's no high grass. It makes them even faster. I mean, no wet grass. Tall grass will slow you up.
Kuzno's going to rush forward. It looks like they're going to mark him. That's going to be first down territory.
That is going to be a first down.
As Reed Kuzno picks up a first down for the Cougars. Gets it out to the 39-yard line.
That was just sheer will on his behalf.
He's a strong young man. And
He is very strong.
Definitely does not like to go down easy.
Good young man, too. Great young man.
He is, and he's a junior. We'll see a lot more of him in the next couple of years. Early hands the ball off. Reed Kuzno rushing up the left side, and he's going to pick up 5 more.
That's good yardage right there. That's a nice play. He followed his blocking, picked his way through it.
So Mount Blue trying to come up with something, still playing here.
Hey, one thing we do know about Mount Blue, they won't give up.
They're not going to give up.
Nope.
This is a different team. We've said it, but it's still true.
They don't give up. Don't always look at the score. Win one play.
Harkins back to throw. Looks inside, and he had Galkowski, and they just couldn't quite connect right at the first down stick.
Galkowski looked like he tried to run with that before he caught it. He was turning his body. Good play, set up inside. Just sat in
He steps out. He knows right now if he can turn and get out to the sideline, he's got Meter out there blocking for him. He's got a shot at a big-time play.
But you got to catch the ball. It all starts with a catch.
So 3rd down and 5 here.
How many times?
The Mount Blue 44-yard line. It's a big play to keep some momentum alive for the Cougars. Blitz coming for Cony.
Oh,
Kuzno gets hit hard just over the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down and a long 4.
Caden Vayu just snapped him down. Almost thought that was a horse collar. Oh, that is a face mask. That was a face mask.
Up in the head area for sure.
Whenever you see a head dive down like that, bad things are happening. Got away with one there.
So they didn't automatically go into punt formation here. Mount Blue's going to go for it. 4th down and a long 4, short 5 here. Harkins, quick handoff inside. It's going to be buried for a loss and a turnover on downs. As Cousineau literally didn't even get the ball all the way in his hands, and there was penetration in the backfield. So Cony's going to take over at the Mount Blue 44. And there's blood in the water for Cony, and they'll probably take a shot here. Quick pass outside Hankey. He's going to rush down the sideline and pick up about 11, and it's going to be 1st down.
And what you're seeing here is just a better.
No, they're going to mark him just shy. Now they're going to say it is a 1st down. He looked like he crossed the stick when he went out of bounds there.
What you're seeing here is just a veteran team exerting their will. They're just
Repetition.
so 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Colton Colby. And he gets inside, busts it outside, rushes forward for 14 more. And it's going to be 1st down in at about the Mount Blue 20, 21-yard line. .6:23 on the clock.
now you may see that fade pass. That fade pass to Hankey.
Yeah.
Dylan Gray comes on a blitz. And a nice spin by Colton Colby to avoid it. And he rushes forward, picks up 10, and it's 1st down.
Right here, what a play. Just a quick spin move. Got away, picked up positive yardage.
Sometimes when you're down like this, everyone's trying to make that extra effort, the extra play, and forget the simple things. Break down, make a good tackle, but you're trying to make that hit, trying to make that catch. You're looking for, trying to be that spark.
Morin gets a snap. Quick throw outside. We just talked about Hankey. He catches it inside the 5. He literally just turns around.
That's
He's
the exact same
long
play
enough
that
to
they
hold the ball
did.
in the end zone. And that's going to be a touchdown every time. With 5:28 left in the 2nd quarter, that's now 38-0 Rams. Extra point being attempted. Ball is down, the kick is up and good. Makes it 39-0 Cony. Coach Collins trying to rally the troops a little bit.
And again, I know I'm beating the drum on this, but Cony is just a veteran. They fly. Everything they do, even breaking the huddle on a kickoff, they're running to the sidelines.
Well, Cony, a couple of things work in their advantage that Mount Blue doesn't have right now. I'm looking at that roster right quick. And now 1, 2. There's 16 seniors on that roster.
Ooh.
You look at a Mount Blue roster, and I think there's 6. That's part of what happens in a program. It's difficult to keep kids involved. Quinn Ryan rushes up the field on a nice return, and Quinn Ryan's going to bring the ball out to the 35. But that's a big thing that a lot of these programs, when you look at the upper echelon programs, you look and they have 12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
Those are when you're looking at state titles, that's the
senior
common
heavy,
denominator.
yeah.
You are a senior heavy laden, or you have 20 in each class, and you put 70 out on the sideline every Friday night. And we talked earlier about Cony filled the whole end zone.
Right.
They got 11 guys on the field right now, and they have equivalent to what Mount Blue has sitting on the sidelines right now. That will eventually happen for Mount Blue as well. The world's cyclical.
So Roman Galkowski took it on a jet sweep, and he was brought down by the linebacker, Vayu.
5 yards deep in the backfield.
So your middle linebacker chased that ball down and tackled the runner 5 yards deep. That's how fast that defense is.
So it brings up a 2nd and 15 on the Mount Blue 30-yard line with 4:43 left here in the first half. We got a whistle. It's got to be something for an equipment malfunction or blood on a knee or something.
On him.
Sends a Cony player off and a new one comes on. Fake jet sweep, blast up the middle. And Dylan Gray is going to rush forward, and he's going to pick up about 10 yards there. Make it a potentially manageable 3rd down.
There is a flag on the field. Way back in
Flag down on the defensive side of the field, way back in the secondary. Personal foul on sportsmanlike conduct on Cony. They're going to throw 15 on here.
The defensive back for Cony must have said something, because otherwise I don't know how he would have been flagged back there that deep.
We'll take it. It's a 45, Mount Blue at Cony's 45 in the 1st and 10 here. 4:11 on the running clock in the first quarter. Harkins keeps the ball, makes a cut inside, and Harkins Jr. is going to pick up about 4, and it's going to be 2nd and a long 6, short 7 here for Mount Blue.
That jet sweep seems to be working, whether they run the jet sweep or they fake it and then go inside. Dylan Gray had a nice run off that. You just have a lot
of options off a jet sweep.
Correct. And it makes the linebackers look too. They can't focus in the backfield.
Quick inside handoff.
There we go.
Dylan Gray is going to rush forward again, and he's going to pick up about 7, and it's going to be 1st down for Mount Blue. They get the ball down to the 34-yard line.
You see what that does, though. That jet sweep prevents that backside linebacker from pitching right in.
It freezes that outside.
He has to stay home. He's got to stay home and see what's going to happen.
Good coaching adjustment right there. Good play calling adjustment.
Harkins reads, and he's going to lose about 3. And they're going to throw it now for a face mask. At some point it was going to happen. It's happened a couple of times. Got him in the back of the helmet and pulled on him there. Personal foul, face mask for that horse collar tackle on Cony. It's going to be 15 more marked off.
They've got away with that once or twice already in the game, so that time it was right in front of the side judge.
Yeah, right at the side judge was at the point of contact. I don't think it's a dirty play. He just
No.
overran Gary and reached back, and it's one of those.
Right. And
grab
a lot
that
of
bottom
times,
side of that helmet and pull
a
on
lot
the
of
head.
times
It's a
when
problem.
you're a defensive player, you're reaching for something.
Absolutely, you're trying to grab a hold of anything. And
I noticed that play earlier in the game, and we almost got a procedural penalty.
so 2:30 on the clock. Mount Blue with the first down. Harkins back.
Oh,
And he gets batted down. There was some room out there for Emmett Bailey if the ball gets there. But it's batted down at the line of scrimmage.
yeah, that play has got to happen quick. When Gary Lee catches it right there, he's got to get rid of it.
Like I say, there is some room there.
That was a well-designed play. Basically, it was take all the defenders out with a flood and then throw it to where they were.
So 2nd and 4 for Mount Blue from the Cony 24. Galkowski in motion, hand off to Bailey up the middle, and Emmett's going to pick up about 2. It's going to bring a 3rd and 8 here for the Cougars. 3rd and 9 where they marked him.
Mount Blue area youth football players, please start making your way with your coaches down to the end zone by the scoreboard. Please.
You heard Coach Gobsell just make an announcement for Mount Blue area youth football players to head down to the end zone. So we got a lot of jerseys running by us right now. They go back to it, and Dylan Gray is going to get taken down for a loss.
That's just speed. That is just speed. He was being blocked and then broke away when he saw it and just took off. Like, that is just athleticism.
It's a defensive end doing it, too. You're not talking about, a linebacker or a nickelback or something. That's a defensive end doing that.
And he's not worried about missing the tackle because he's got 2 more behind him, and
Right.
he knows it.
I
So
mean,
4th and 14 here for Mount Blue. 1 minute on the clock. The last thing you want to do right now is give Cony the ball back.
correct. Doesn't matter where it is.
Harkins back to pass, throws the out, and it's going to not link up with Galkowski. And it's going to be a turnover on downs, and Cony's going to take over at the Mount Blue 30. So Cony's obvious productive offense, but a stifling defense still, as
Yeah,
Mount
they-
Blue's only had a few plays.
They're just so
They-
fast.
They
just
they
so
fly to the
fast.
football. Fly to the football for sure.
And
Just running it out.
They're just going to down the ball.
Number 2, Parker Moore is stepping down to football.
And that's going to end the first half here. We'll be back to Caldwell Field. Cony leading 39-0.
Mount Blue TV Sports is brought to you by these generous sponsors. Origin USA, built to believe. Edward Jones Financial Advising. Franklin County Children's Task Force. Franklin Savings Bank. Literacy Volunteers of Franklin and Somerset Counties. Maine Health. Maine Retirement Annuities. The Rotary Club of Farmington. Skowhegan Savings Bank. Jocko Fuel. Hard work, clean fuel, no excuses.
Retirement is your reward for decades of hard work. During your career, you arrived early and stayed late. You sacrificed and saved and carefully followed the route you built for your financial future. And as your success clearly shows, you met every challenge. Now it's time to enjoy life more than you ever have before. Retirement is all about spending time with the people you love while filling your days with the activities you enjoy.
One of the most exciting nights here at Caldwell Field on the Mount Blue campus is when you get to meet your future Mount Blue Cougars. We're going to start out with the flag football teams. First, for the Eagles, Weston Childs. Are they ready? Are they ready? I don't know how to turn it up. Farmington Area Youth Football Eagles, Western Childs, Average Richards, Drake Pelham, Caleb Doobie, Oakley Abbott, Kellen Hutchinson, Bennett Moody, Kalanui Sabalki, Odin Clark, and Jude Johnson, and the Eagles are coached by Will McDonald. Now for the Destroyers, Scott Jewett, Colt Upham, Atlas White, Bodie Shirtliff, Ezekiel St. Pierre, Hunter Wood, Grayson Abbott, Jackson Galouche, Toby Sullivan, and Cohen Luia. The Destroyers are coached by Liam Sullivan and Ryan Barker. For the Patriots, Sawyer Tracy, Isaac Trask, Finn Adams, Ben Witt, Atticus Malone, Julian Malone, Mason Canwell, John Fletcher, Frankie Carey, Blake Jocelyn. And the Patriots are coached by Kyle Fletcher, Jake Malone, and Ryan Witt. Now for the 3rd and 4th grade, Lynx. Easton Abbott, Kane St. Pierre, Liam Lyons, Calvin Gould, Ivan Trask, Joseph Matthews, Jace Parker, Tucker Rowe, Truman Rickards, Bo York, Grayson Lancaster, Matthew Luker, Andre Russell, Ander Matten Nichols, Avery Tyler, Adrian Maceda, Hawk Tomlinson, Hayden Jocelyn, Camden Hill, Marshall Manham, and Tegan Solik. The coaches for the Lynx are Nick Luker, Derek Rowe, and Dana Kane. For the Bobcats, 3rd and 4th grade, Emmett Planson, Bo Blake, Jacoby Bernier, Miles Gullifer, Giuseppe Olavidotti, Blake Audette, Bodie Dowd, Brody Davis, Gunnar Bolduck, Micah Sawyer, Marco Olavidotti, Michael Clark, Gage Mida, David Nicholas Dunham, Larson DeCastro, Brantley Elliott, Wyatt Ramos, Oscar Robinson, Rhett Pinkham, and Reed McCarthy. Coaches Lance Meter, Nathan Bolduck, Will Planson, and Micah Sawyer. For the 5th and 6th grade Patriots, Carter Latham, Jacoby Gray, Kendrick Meter, Cale Clark, Brecken Black, Maxwell Lawless, Noah Nilo, Jackson Cottillo, Bryce Gopsel, Samuel Wood, Ezekiel Slayer, William Luker, Emmett Cody, Brady Aldridge, Thatcher Landry, Raiden Lewis, Josiah Mitchell, Noah King, Ryder LaValle, Jason Upham, and Tyler Freeman. Coaches for the Patriots, Jeremy Meter, Vinny Nilo, James Black, and Josh Gray. For the Giants, Silas McDougall, Calvin Levitt, James Mihai, Trent Farrington, Cody Coolidge, Cohen Mitchell, Abel Pryor, Bryce Boyven, Cole Finn, Tate McCarthy, Owen Trask, Maddox Watson, Dakota Roy Dunham, Grady Krasowski, Galen Boyd, Declan Ferritter, Thomas Carey, Tristan Martin, Declan Kelly, Jacob Watson, and Caden Plaisted. Coaches for the Giants, Chelsea Allen, Ryan Hutchinson, John Howard, Nick Hilton, and Warren Allen. Now for your 7th and 8th grade. Panthers, Finley Sparks, Ethan DeRaps, Hunter O'Neill, Trent Hutchinson, Charlie Brand, Jason Cataloni, Taylor Stickney, Adam Michaud, Vinny Nilo, Bryce Collins, Luke Bell, Coleman Black Cipral, Rockwell Smith, Thomas Gopsel, Joseph Henry, Connor Aiden Hill, Connor Marr, Eli Ingressano, Andy Bell, Brock Bunton, Kyle Thibodeau, Harrison Cole, Nicholas Spencer, Cameron Wilkins, Wesley Soul, Xavier Crumbach, Owen Bates, Landon Bean, Beckett Pound, Jaden Cochran, Cooper Gray, Xander Oliver, Cole Welch, Carter Pratt, Kaysen Estabrook, Keegan Richardson, Caleb Highsmith, Cooper Grant, Anthony Witherell, Brady Bluth, Riker Bunton. Coach Ron Smith Jr., Gerald Haynes, Thomas Gopsel. That is your 2025 Sad9 Area Youth Football Future Mount Blue Cougars. Now for your cheerleaders. Paisley Blaine, Ella Lynn Coolidge, Bowie Cousineau, Elizabeth Kutcher, Macy Harris, Caroline Heck, Ginger Johnson, Lily Morgan, Bristol Nightingale, Daisy Omari, Madeline Shaw, and Jaylyn Townsend. They are coached by Joy Janspitz.
All right, folks, get your 50-50 tickets out. Again, 50-50, winner 2882842. Again, 50-50 winning ticket 2882842. Please bring your ticket up to the press box. Collect your
So here in the second half, we just got back from the introduction of MBHS, and Cony's going to have the ball at their own 45.5-yard line here.
Surprise, they're starting with good field position.
Fake inside handoff, quick outside throw. And Demarion Raymond's going to rush forward and pick up about 13, and that's going to be first down yardage for Cony. So if you're Coach Collins, what do you tell your team at halftime?
One play, one series. We have to win one play at a time. Just keep your heads up, play hard. That's what you got to do at this point.
So quick inside handoff. The kicks to the outside is Colton Colby. Breaks a couple of tackles, and he's off to the races down the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down inside the 10. And big first down yardage.
That was just some missed tackles.
And Cannon Smith made that tackle, came all the way across the field. So they are going to mark him at the 11, just outside the 10.
Huh?
And Cony has put a new quarterback in. It's going to be a handoff to the left side. Colton Colby's going to rumble down to about the 4. Brought down by Reed Kuzno and the Coastal Cougars.
And this is what Cony has done for the first 2 games of the season. They've jumped out big and then slowly started to filter in the younger players to give them a chance to play.
That's how you get your next crop growing.
That's how you get them the experience.
Looks like Drew Lindquist playing quarterback now for Cony, number 8. Handoff and into the end zone goes Colton Colby.
May have a different quarterback, but Colby's still running the football.
So that makes it 45-0. Setting up for the extra point. 17 does the extra point kicking for him. Alden Wilkinson. And this one is good.
Flag down.
Flag on the field.
Mount Blue may have gone into the neutral zone. They're waving it off.
They waved it off, so they're just going to take the result of the play. And that's going to make it 46-0, Cony.
Yeah, I had a feeling that when they crashed the middle like that, they came offside. So
again, they're not giving up. You hear Farmington Fair really tuning down there.
They got those truck
Yeah,
pulls
you
going
can hear
on
the truck,
right up here.
truck pulls going on. It sounds like it's happening.
I want to hear
the
Joey
field
Hayden out
hockey
there
field
revving
and
up
not
like that
down
for the
there.
next snap. Him and Sam Radcliffe getting their motors running.
So 87, Shaquan Fellows to kick off. He's going to launch it to the right side. Reed Kuzno picks it up. No, it's Reed, and he turns the corner.
Loses the ball,
The
scooped
ball's
up by
fumbled, and
Gray.
it's scooped up by Gray. And Dylan Gray is going to go down the middle of the field and in for a Mount Blue touchdown.
Johnny on the spot, Dylan Gray picks up the loose ball.
Well, we saw it bounce off of Carter's back earlier. Cannon Smith catch it. So this time instead, we had a ball stripped from
Cony.
Reed, and it's picked up by Dylan Gray, and Dylan rumbles 55 yards for a touchdown.
Smart. The funny thing was they all moved in slow motion. I don't think people realized.
Right, I think the play was over.
He
and-
just set the ball down.
It was so close to the sidelines.
Right.
It could be one of those.
Yeah, it looks like he's out
people
of
pulling
bounds,
up
and
so they
all
don't
of a
get
sudden
hitting out of bounds. And
it's a pull and go. So
Gray smartly picks it up and runs, and there's it's that motor we can hear in the background. Giving us some.
46-6, Mount Blue
Carter Meter in it.
going for a
quarterback.
couple. Meter just busts straight ahead, sees what he can find, and they're going to say no, he did not make the goal line. So 7:31, and it's a running clock. And for those of you that don't know, a running clock means unless there's an injury and an ambulance comes on the field, they're not going to stop the clock from running. So it's 7:19, and it even runs on change of possessions, etc. So special teams, I realize that's not the difference in this game, but special teams is such an integral part of football. So many things happen in a special team situation that determines outcomes offensively and defensively for teams.
It really is.
It could be a spark.
There's a reason they say there are three phases to the game: offense, defense, and special teams.
And you listen to the old-time coaches, and the guys like Belichick that's been around for years. He spent money on special team players like they were receivers.
Right.
He said that's that important. So the ball's bumbled around a little bit in the backfield. On the pickup, Joey Ratcliffe's going to tag him down, but Cony's going to be down at the 26.
And it looks like the backup unit for Cony will come in this time. Though Hankey's still in there. But that offensive line has changed a little bit.
So 5:49 on the running clock.
With that second group in there, Hankey looks even taller now.
He does. He does. Quick pass outside. He's going to pick it. He's going to pick up about 7. The clock stays running even though he's gone out of bounds. And it's going to be 2nd and 3 here for Cony. They're at the 34-yard line. Inside handoff. Joe
Joey
Hayden
Hayden.
with a tackle. And Anderson St. Ange running the ball brings up 3rd down and a long yard.
It's like Bailey's been coming on the last 2 plays.
They've got a few starters back in there on that offensive line now.
Yeah.
Third down, make some noise for your Cougars. Oh, false start, false stat, throw the flag. Oh!
Oh, timeout.
So timeout Cony.
Timeout, Cony.
4:10 on the clock and it's running.
A lot of movement on that line before the timeout.
That was kind of a little wildcat as Anderson St. Ange was in at the quarterback position. So Cony breaks and then Mount Blue breaks the huddle. And it's 3rd and 1.
See how Mount Blue adjusts his trips.
So, and Reed Kuzno is going to have a nice play.
That's how you do it, James Davis. That's how you do it.
Kuzno holds him up,
finish off.
and James Davis comes in with a punishing tackle. It's going to be 4th and 3 now.
That's how you do it, James Davis. Right there. Look at this. Boom.
And they
No
were both-
more yardage.
And they both came from the opposite side of the field.
Number 72, young Daniel Welch is in there. I was talking to his grandfather before the game. One of the great players in
He's going back.
Mount Blue
He's
history.
not gonna punt.
St. Ange with a run around the right side, and he's going to have first down yardage. So 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. That's going to make a first down at Cony 45-yard line. Thomas Farmer back in the game for Davis, and there's 2 sophomores swapping out. Inside handoff again. St. Ange finding his way, and he's going to get in clear territory. Joey Ratcliffe's not going to be able to catch him. There's another touchdown for Cony.
Flag comes in late.
Flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. Coach Collins very upset on the sideline.
I'm not sure who this is on. We got number 74 for Cony saying it wasn't me, which is usually a clear indicator that it's you.
It was like right in front of our bench, I think.
So we're going to see what they call. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Cony, unsportsmanlike on Mount Blue. Penalties offset, replay 3rd down.
2 personal fouls, 1 on each team.
Yeah.
To negate the touchdown.
So the ball's going to come back.
I missed the action.
The touchdown does not count.
So we're going to back that
And I didn't see what it was, but there was a
I
couple of
didn't
people,
either.
obviously, the official didn't like the way they were having conversations with one another. So running clock, and it's taking a fair amount of time here to get the ball back and
I don't even
reset.
see the referee with a football in his hand yet.
They just got the ball in from the Cony sideline.
There was a 30-second
Gonna
delay.
set it down at the 44.
So after that, we're going to be back at 1st and 10 for Cony on the 45-yard line.
Cony wants 50. You can tell it. They want 50 here.
50 is a magical number in high school football. On's going to run this time, and he's going to pick up about a yard.
Run up the middle, met the line of scrimmage by a host of tacklers.
Joe Hayden leading the charge there for the Cougars.
He's played hard all night. His motor goes and goes and goes.
Yes,
and
he
goes.
has. I don't believe any of them is laid down. You know?
No,
They're just-
nobody's laying down out there.
And that's
just a
going to be
better
the
team.
end of the quarter here. And with the running time, it doesn't take long to get through a quarter. But at the end of 3, it's going to be Cony 46, Mount Blue 6. We'll be back to Caldwell Field shortly.
Mount Blue TV Sports is brought to you by these generous sponsors. Origin USA, built to believe. Edward Jones Financial Advising. Franklin County Children's Task Force. Franklin Savings Bank. Literacy Volunteers of Franklin and Somerset Counties. Maine Health. Maine Retirement Annuities. The Rotary Club of Farmington. Skowhegan Savings Bank. Jocko Fuel. Hard work, clean fuel, no excuses.
So back here for the fourth quarter, Cony's got a 2nd and 9 from their own 46-yard line. Motion across, back to pass. Little screen. Farmer played that screen right. He didn't set up necessarily for the juke the guy put on, but he slowed him up enough for Galkowski to come up and make the play. Because there's a lot of green grass out there if he doesn't make that.
That was a well-run screenplay there.
It was.
So that makes it 3rd down and about 4 here for Cony, out at the 49-yard line of Mount Blue. Snap inside handoff to Colby. He comes rushing up. Welch is going to get the tackle, but Colby's going to pick up about 7 and a first down before it happens. Daniel Blovelt comes in the game for Welch.
Oh, perfectly timed.
That's going to be an inside pass and down inside the 4.
That was
Or inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line.
And that was a rope.
That was
That was
an
a
absolute
very nice
rope.
pass in the seam.
just a rope
You'll see wide open.
bullet.
And Cony's has a 1st and goal situation at Mount Blue's 4-yard line. Snap inside handoff, and Colby is twisting and turning. He's going to be down about the 2.5-yard line. 9 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock.
And considering he was hit in the backfield, he did well to get back to at least the line of scrimmage there.
Absolutely, and he went forward a yard. So 2nd and goal here for Cony. And Colby's going to cruise on the left side and into the end zone. And that's going to make it 52-6. With an extra point, a 2-point conversion, or whatever they're going to try here coming up. It appears like they're going to go for the conversion here.
What else would you do? Hey, working on your rest
And
of
he's
the
going to look to
season.
the left, roll out, and look for that little out pass. And it falls incomplete. You could see them as they went into that slot, that they were going to mix that and drive in front. And
Daniel Blovelt was hot in pursuit of the quarterback on that one.
so 52-6 with 7 minutes and 50 seconds on a running clock. Mount Blue gathers up. It's time to go back on offense.
Hey, let's have
Accomplish
a special
something.
Teams,
Get a good drive.
Special team spark. Coach Moore having a talk with one of his big hogs down there.
So Cannon Smith's deep. Quinn Ryan will go back and join him. And it's going to be a deep kick, and Reed Kuzno is going to pick it up at the 20. Rushes forward. He's going to get up to about the 31.
He is looking to deliver a blow
He is.
all the time. I love it.
The boy does not shy away from contact.
Hey, it's not fun to tackle.
Yeah.
The young man does not make it easy for you.
Yeah. Again, it shows the grit of the team.
That's right.
Right, mid-thigh contact, and lower than the ball carrier, you win.
Yeah, it was a good tackle, but I mean, he had no choice. It's either get down or get blown down.
That was a bit of a stamp.
Yeah.
Kuzno's going to rush forward and pick up about a yard. No, it's Emmett Bailey. So Emmett picks up a yard and a half. Well, I'm going to mark him with a 2-yard gain. So 2nd and 8, 5:48 on a running clock here.
Bailey, only a sophomore.
Gary Hawkins, the third, and the quarterback. Takes a snap. The run inside. They tried to go off tackle a little bit there. By Bailey, and he picks up a couple more, and it's a 3rd and 6 situation here for the Cougars.
I am actually impressed how Cony's defense has stymied the run. You know, I did expect Mount Blue to run a little better than they have tonight. And it's not from lack of trying.
Right. They're just so fast to the football. I mean, it makes a difference.
Galkowski in motion. Harkins is going to follow him.
Busted
Makes a nice
play.
back cut. Harkins picks up first down yardage and going to carry the ball out to the 48. So first down, Mount Blue, 4:34 on the clock.
Nice run by
Harkins
Harkins.
needed 6 and picked up about 13.
He sees the field quick, doesn't he?
He was trying to cut back to the inside, but that guy got just enough of his back of his legs that he sat down. Good effort by Harkins on that one.
Jet sweep. Fake both ways. Harkins going to keep it again. This time he's going to be dragged down at the line of scrimmage by Colton Colby and a couple of defenders from Cony. And it brings up 2nd and 10.
They were just standing there waiting to see whether he was going to hand it off or not.
Now keep in mind, fellas, we're not going to be in Brunswick next week. MBHS, whatever broadcast will happen from down there.
Well, we might be there, but we may not be broadcasting.
Right, we may not be broadcasting. Oh, we won't be broadcasting.
If you listen, you might hear us yell from your window.
So Emma Bailey runs to the right, loses a couple yards. Makes it 3rd and 12 here. Mount Blue on their own 47-yard line. Feel a little bit of chill in the air tonight.
It is a little cold.
But you looked at the forecast for next week, and we're going to be back up in the mid-70s. So
Yeah, it'll be 60 tomorrow, next 2 days. Good working weather. Time to cut some wood.
Huggins going to throw the ball, and
First down.
going to be a reception. And first down yardage as Harkins hits Galkowski on that out. They tried it earlier, and it was there, and they just couldn't quite connect. This time they did.
The cornerback on this one gave Galkowski a little more room and was back a little deeper.
So 1st and 10, 2:05 on the clock. Galkowski in a jet sweep motion, gets the ball, runs around the left end, breaks a hole, Roman Galkowski rumbles down to about the 17-yard line. Mount Blue's got to hustle into a huddle as with running time, it doesn't stop for them to move the down markers. So 138 and counting down. And Mount Blue's 1st and 10 on the 17.
Mount Blue offense working really hard to put up another number.
Harkins going to keep it himself. Just not a lot of room there for him. He's going to struggle and pick up about 2.5. And there's 59 seconds on the clock, so Mount Blue's going to have to take a shot at the end zone if they want to put it in there, because they don't have time to mess around here. Harkins makes one miss, makes another miss, breaks a tackle. Gary Harkins runs into the end zone.
Wow. High snap, bobbles the ball, and then just personal effort.
Just 2 or 3 cuts there, and
breaks a tackle right there.
Sam Ratcliffe had a big block right at the line of scrimmage.
Didn't give up, though, did they?
No, he stayed on his feet, made a couple more cuts.
the
Next
whole
thing you
team.
know, he's in the end zone.
They don't give up.
So 52-12. Mount Blue's going to go for a 2-point conversion here. Ball snapped over Harkins' head. He's going to pick it up and just get pummeled once he does, as this ball's way back out at the 22-yard line. And it's going to be 1st down, Cony. Clock's running. I don't think they're even going to take the field. There's only 23 seconds left. They don't. They line up at the 50.
And that's it.
And that's going to be it, 52-12. We will be back to Caldwell Field to wrap it up momentarily.
Mount Blue TV Sports is brought to you by these generous sponsors. Origin USA, built to believe. Edward Jones Financial Advising. Franklin County Children's Task Force. Franklin Savings Bank. Literacy Volunteers of Franklin and Somerset Counties. Maine Health. Maine Retirement Annuities. The Rotary Club of Farmington. Skowhegan Savings Bank. Jocko Fuel. Hard work, clean fuel, no excuses.
Welcome back to Caldwell Field. So Mount Blue falls to Cony, but they did fight to the end.
I told you they fought. Listen, the last 3-4 years we've been up here and been very discouraged and flustered, and I don't have that feeling. I'm sorry. I don't. I hate to see us lose, but I see a lot of positives out there. We didn't give up. We tried technique. Our play calling was better. You know,
Played right to the end. I mean,
Coney's a good team.
Coney's a great team, and honestly, the boys played right to the end. They played hard. There was no, you can't fault them in any way.
Nope.
The boys played hard. They gave it, and Gary Harkins got a touchdown tonight. He played really hard. They all did. Joey Hayden once again. But again, it's those younger guys, that sophomore group that's out there contributing play after play after play, and they're only going to keep getting better.
So keep in mind, we won't be around next week for the Brunswick game, but we will see you the week after. Check out the live streams coming up on Mount Blue TV. And if you can support Mount Blue TV in any way, please hit the website. For Coach Gerald Haynes, Coach Galen Darapel, I'm Ron Smith. See you later.
Good night. Have a good